Shalom family, it's your boy the Spirit Trader with another video. So I'm so glad today because there is good news. There's good news in the house. This is the simple strategy that I use to pass my phase one of my funded account. So today I just want to show you how I pass my Propfirm and what are the things I use, the tools I use to pass my Propfirm. Like I will always see on this channel, there are three tools I use: discipline, risk management, money management, and strategy. So, combining all these things together, I passed phase one and I'm now funded with a new phase two, maybe down here or maybe by the side you will see it. So, please follow me to the chats. And if you have not subscribed yet, at least passing phase one is evidence that I'm a good trader and I'm growing. I'm a good trader and I'm growing as a trader. So please subscribe and watch more. This is my $500 account with funding, and I just passed phase one. So your boy is officially in phase two. So today I have something very special for you, which is my trading strategy that I used to pass phase one in my funded stage. So, like we always do on this channel, we use strategy, discipline, risk management, and money management to do very good trades and still stay in the game. So, before I do any form of entries within the day, what I do is I do market structure, identifying market trend. And how do we know market trend? Market has three movements: ascending, descending, and ranging market conditions. So let's get into the charts. So, what kind of market is this? Assuming this is the beginning of the year, how what are we going to do? We note the high and the low. That is a significant swing high and swing low. Then we observe market movement. Once price breaks this swing high, we expect price to be moving up. And before price moves up, the price needs to take liquidity down before moving up. So we look, market has broken this high, come down and broken this short-term low, and has broken this high again. So we say price is officially in an uptrend because we have two consecutive highs broken, two consecutive swing highs broken. But out of a sudden, we notice the market retraced and started coming down, taking this low of the swing high. So what we'll be expecting is that price should come down again, but price should still be in this range, right? It should still be in this range. So price comes here and in fact taps into an order block before moving down. Price comes, taps into another block and moves down and breaks this low for the second time. So we'll say price now is officially in a downtrend because we have two breaks of lows. Then we notice that there was liquidity resting here. So price came down and has taken the liquidity. And when price takes an all liquidity, price will always reverse in that zone because they were buy and sell stop orders resting there. So price has taken liquidity and has reversed. In fact, come and look at the charts. Anytime price takes liquidity, price reverses. Price takes liquidity, price reverses. That is the norm. Liquidity here is the buy stops and sell stops. Buy stops on the highs, sell stops on the lows. That is the primary liquidity or the most influential liquidity in the forex market. And that is what we'll be using to thrive on as we study through the Asian range. Without wasting more time, let's get into the two sample of the Asian range, how we can trade Asian range in the market. So come, let me show you something. So the first case is this one, and it's just a simple scalping strategy or a simple day trading strategy. The first thing I will say is the Asian range begins from 12 a.m. London time to 5 a.m. London time. And after that time, we observe the open of the candle, and we trade and we wait for the market to trade in either of the directions, either up or down. Once price takes liquidity from up, we wait for price to enter back the range and retest or take either internal liquidity, which is an order block, or take external liquidity, which is a high and a low. So you hear me use these words interchangeably. Internal liquidity is an order block, while external liquidity is a high or a low. So this is what I'm talking about. Just look at me. This is what I'm talking about. So this is internal liquidity, this is external liquidity. Internal liquidity is an order block, external liquidity is a high and a low. So that is what we're expecting. Immediately as price taps into that internal or external liquidity, we wait for a confirmation candle on the 15-minute time frame. Once we see either a pin bar or a reversal candle or a tweezer or an order block, then we take a trade from that candle close and we trade all through the range below. So if you are you, my first TP will be just slightly up below the range because price never trades at to the level. Price is unpredictable. So I take my first take profit here and I wait for the market to trade to the next low or the next high. Reason being that liquidity is resting here. Below or above the recent range, we have buy stop and sell stop orders. That's why liquidity has been swept here. So we're expecting liquidity to sweep now to the other side of the range. And that is how I took my trade and I passed the first one. So let's get into the second range. The second case here, we have no the second case we have limited moves in the market, right? So the first case one speaks about a proper confirmation before trading. Stage two or case study two speaks about being smart because not every time will the market give you confirmation entries, and we'll see that in live market conditions. So let's get into the market. If you notice here, this is the Asian range, as I said, that is from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. London time, and price breaks in one of the directions. If you notice, this is a daily, this is a session liquidity, which is below, and this is a daily or a high and low liquidity. You can call it a daily liquidity. So if you notice, price break below this liquidity, the price had broken below this liquidity, price came up. So the moment you see a candle like this, right? The moment we have this kind of candle in this place, the moment we have such candles, the moment we have such candles, right? Just take your buy, like I've done here. Take your buy one way. Just take your buy and be waiting. Even if you have a pin bar at that point, you just take a buy. Most of the times when we have this kind of ones, we will have a very aggressive candle that will come right up to here. Once you have it, you just take your buy and you trade above this. Your target should be this first, okay? And that day, you should observe if there are any fundamental events. The market might not trade as smooth as you see. The market might trade above the range like this. It might trade above the range, then come and retest the range before moving up again. So when you see this retest, don't be scared. The market has already swept liquidity on one side and is moving towards the other side. And if you notice, there's a pattern called the accumulation, manipulation, distribution pattern, the power of three. And if you notice, this is a clear display of that pattern. And the pattern is derived from the Asian range. Showing you the live examples, sorry, showing you live examples, come, let's go. So this is the 1R. Look at this one. This is the Asian range, right? Asian range, Asian range. Follow me carefully. Let's go to 30 minutes so we don't waste much time. This is Asian range, right? And the market break through, the market has swept liquidity through, and immediately we have a close up here. So what you do is you trade from up, and if you notice, the market came and bounced back before coming up. So I traded onto this is where my first TP was. So people who took this trade that they benefited a lot. I was off the market and I enjoyed the move. There was FOMC that day and I could not trade at that time. But the trade I took, I ended my trade somewhere here and it played my way. That was a 1 is to 1.5. I had no problem with that and I was okay. So people who took FOMC really made a lot of money. And I would love for you guys to join me trade. So the second day was the day I passed. I recovered from my drawdown actually. I was in a drawdown, very deep drawdown, like 5%. I recovered from it and this was the day. I spoke about internal or external liquidity sweeps during my explanation. And look at now the external liquidity sweep. We have it here. Look at something. Priced form sweep liquidity came down and took away this high that was existing. and now came and formed another block. So if I were you, I would trade. And where will be your first take profit? Your first take profit will be below this low, yes. Then later on, another block here. And if you notice, when price tapped into the other block, price started reversing. But the concept we use is highs and lows, not other blocks. So this is my stop. That is a one is that is a 1:2.48. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'll advise you take this trade because it's worth taking it. The trade that actually made me go far in this program was this trade, which is my second strategy that I will teach you in my next video. If you're interested in learning about this strategy, then tell me. If you're interested in learning about this strategy, I repeat, tell me, because I'll be giving you a lot of content on this channel. So I took this trade, and in fact, my trade was refined. I took this trade and I exited somewhere here. I exited somewhere here. This particular trade stopped me out because I did not wait for liquidity sweep. I just took and put a very tight stop loss. So if I had waited for the liquidity sweep, my stop loss would have been tight and there would be no problem. So this trade recovered everything and I was good to go. So let's get into the next. Okay. Without wasting much of the time, peace out. And if you have any questions, you just ask me in the Telegram community. If you're not in my Telegram community, then please do well to join me or do well to write me. My contact uh, will be in the description below. So please write me on Telegram and I'll respond to you.